What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. In this video I'm going to bring you a quick unboxing of, this is the Canon RF. This is the 60mm 2.8. Pretty excited about this because this is something that I've actually really been looking for. Is a little bit wider RF mount lens that I can use to do video with. I had the 35mm 1.8, but it just wasn't quite wide enough. So this thing costs $300, $299. It is teeny tiny. There's nothing too much, nothing too fancy about it or anything, but it's a really good option if you're looking for something wide. So this isn't going to be the fanciest lens. It's not the widest aperture at 2.8. It is an STM design. Basically, that's a stepping motor. It's really good for video. Even on Canon's website, they advertise these STM motors to be mainly video focused. They do good for photo too, but you get kind of an outside view of the box. And it's made in Taiwan, which I thought most of their stuff was made in Japan, but maybe not. I don't think it really matters. Sony lenses are made all over the place, and they're some of the best built ones out there. You get your warranty card there. Other information that I don't think you need, probably explains a little bit about it. I don't know how many aperture blades are in this, or how many, nano elements or whatever they have in it. It is a very budget-oriented lens, so I assume it's going to feel just like the 35mm 1.8 IS is. I do wish it had image stabilization, which it doesn't have, but something this wide, you probably really don't need it. So, kind of give you an idea there. So it's very tiny compared to an iPhone. So comes with thickness. It's not very thick, so it's going to do really good there. If you're looking for something that's a little bit smaller, so you have your focus control here. So basically control focus. I don't know what that means. Maybe manual focus. And then you have your ring here. This is two-purpose, so this will actually do focusing, and it will actually do if you want to use this to change anything, ISO, white balance. Basically, you can set it up. It's one of their Canon's control rings. So that's probably how they make it so small. Very teeny tiny 43mm front filter. Looks nice. I probably won't put a filter on this just because of how cheap it is. And this will mainly be used for video purposes. I will probably use it for other purposes out there, but it will mainly be video focused. It focuses really close, so I am excited about that. I don't think it says anywhere on here, but it does focus really good. It's a nice lens cap, though. It's tiny. I'll probably lose it, but it is a nice lens cap. Build quality feels really good. It's all plastic, at least from what I can tell. Seems to be a mainly plastic oriented lens. Not much else. Evidently this is the focusing distance. Sorry if this lens is clicking. I have the 50mm 1.2 on here, which tends to hunt. It's not the best for video when it comes to focusing silently. And then you got your, so this is a metal mount. It has no weather sealing, which I'm a little disappointed. Actually, does it? Nope, there's no weather sealing, so you don't have any weather sealing on there, which I'm a little disappointed in, mainly because this is probably going to be a pretty good landscape lens for a lot of people out there, and just not really sure, where they were going with that. With not having any weather sealing on here. I don't think it's that expensive to put a little rubber gasket on there, but not really too worried about it. If you want a compact wide lens, ultra wide, I would say this is it. I'm really excited for them to come out with, let's say, a 24mm 1.8. Even if they had a 24mm 2.8, I prefer if it had an IS, but it would be a great option for video. So we'll see what the photos. I will use this sometimes for photo, but this is a little too ultra wide for me. From what I've read, if you do your photos in JPEG and have all the lens corrections on the camera, it will get rid of most of the distortion that you have. So if you are okay shooting this in JPEG, I think it'd be a really good option. RAW, you may have to go into Lightroom and kind of play with the focusing or the like distortion correction and stuff in there and enable that. But overall, really happy with it. It's starting to get in stock more often. I've seen it in stock on Canon. This was directly from Amazon, so can get it in stock from time to time. But that's it. If you have any comments, questions, leave them below, and I'll get back to you. And have a good rest of the day, weekend, whatever's out there. And I'll get a more long-term review of this up as I get a chance to use it.